Alpha 3, Charlie, Juliet, Zulu, VA3CJZ, back by popular demand for the Monday night accidental net for Monday, September 28, 2025. My name is Chuck, and my station is located by the Center Mall. And I'd like to thank Terry for the use of this repeater, VE3IQL. It was greatly missed, and it's very appreciated. Now, there is some issues east of the current antenna setup, and so once again, I did activate my crossband repeat on another radio. And so if anyone wants to, is having trouble getting in, try the AREG frequency 146.430, and that will crossband over into the ZOE repeater. And so I think that's about it for now. Do we have any time-sensitive mobile or priority traffic stations that would like to check in? Please come now. All right then, let's open it up, wide open. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, India, Mike Whiskey. I hate dead air.
Victor Echo 3, India, Uniform Kilowatt. I just didn't want to be first. Oh, you're both funny. And I'm with Mac. I hate dead air. It's very noticeable. Anyway, so I've got IMW and IUK. Let's bring in Mac, the host of the YouTube stream. If you want to follow along on YouTube, just type in VA3IMW in the YouTube search and look under the live button. You'll see us there. Come on in, Mac.
Well, good evening to Chuck and everybody else listening. What was it I said? For every one person talking, there's 100 listening. It's amazing that the old timers that cropped out of the woodwork when ZOE came back online, and it was quite interesting to hear some of the old timers talking about the newfangled guys and how they don't get on the FM repeater very much just because of this, that, and the other. And then I came along and said, "Oh, I'm one of those guys that does this, that, and the other." So my sincerest apologies. We didn't mean to chase you off. So anyways, Al got a kick out of that. He said there was no offense meant, and I said there was none taken. Anyways, hello, Al, VE3AM, and everybody else who's listening out there that may not be interested on the subject of Parks on the Air and other things that we do. Anyways, up and down the highway today. Today, much better day than yesterday, thank goodness. And I trust every day gets better bit by bit. Of course, when I got to work, what did I hear? A lot of hacking and coughing and other people that walked away with their own version of the plague. So I just got to figure out who the Typhoid Mary was and give them an X-Lock sandwich or something like that. Anyways, we'll look forward to saying hello to Marty a little later on. And then as much as my patience will allow, I'll go and listen to Rick for a bit. That's the NCF repeater for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club net at also started at 7 p.m. And obviously Rick and his entourage on 40 meters. So very good. Heard that Bill got some surreptitious antenna work done last night, so he's live and on the air, and trusting he didn't use blaze orange cable or anything of that nature. Something covert, definitely. And let it stay up there, and hopefully nobody notices it, and therefore it'll just be absorbed like osmosis. Anyways, at the fear of timing something out, I'll turn it back to you, Chuck.
Well, first of all, Mac, I I got to say, first of all, congratulations on being the first one to time out the ZOE repeater upon its return to service. And slight correction, Al's call is Victor Alpha 3, Alpha Mike. And as far as the Typhoid Mary, or whatever you want to call it, the best way is to track down who was sick first. And so if you can backtrack that, then you'll know who the guilty party was. Anyways, I managed to cut the lawn today up front, and that was enough. And tomorrow I'll tackle the back, and by golly, it sure needed it. Mind you, it's a great way to keep the short dogs off. If you got tall grass, they don't necessarily like the prickly grass poking their little bellies with short legs there. So, anyways, it's all good as long as they pick up what they, if they leave a hard copy on the grass, if they pick it up, then that's the best. Let's see now. Well, let's find out what Bill managed to do, because today they did some more antenna work there, Mac. So if you have anything else, by all means, go right ahead, and then we'll find out what they accomplished last night and what they had to do today to finish it off. Back to you, Mac.
Okay, Chuck. Well, for the time being, nothing further. Just going to wave a hand to Larry, who is just a YouTube check-in tonight. Obviously, he's got some other stuff on the go. So, yeah, that's it for me for the time being. If anything else pops up inside my little gray cells, I'll be sure to let you know.
All right. Before I pick up Bill, who else would like to check in? Please come now. VA3IMW All right, two more there, KDT and MHV. So let's bring in Bill, VE3IUK.
Yeah, good evening, Chuck. Good evening to everyone online, and I'm glad that Mac's back with a certain element of consistency regarding the repeater. Keep up the good work, Mac. Anyway, yeah, we had a shot at getting the antenna up last night, but we didn't get as high as we want, so Chris came back today and we're able to get a lot higher in the tree out back. So it goes from the tree to the second story window, and then the coax goes down into the shack. But the first thing we did once we tested the SWR was we went on the Pennsylvania SDR, and before that, during the daytime, I'd be lucky if I get a 5354 signal report out of the SDR, and I was getting 59 signal reports even with the crappy conditions this afternoon. So I was managed to pick up 10 photo contacts on 40 meters this afternoon. Of course, it figures that to the day I get the antenna up, that band conditions aren't that good. So it'll be fun to test it when things are much better. So I appreciate Chris's help, and we'll just see how long it stays up there, and hopefully no one says anything. They haven't said anything about the previous configuration of the antenna or the VHF one that's there now. So we'll just have to wait and see. So we're very happy and very appreciative of Chris's help. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, excellent. Way to go, Chris. There should be an award for what you're doing there, if you're listening. Anyways, Bill, I'm glad everything turned out positive and with little snags. I kind of figured working in the dark might be a little difficult, but I did not know exactly what you were doing and all that. So glad you got it higher, and I'll be listening for you on Rick's Net at 8 o'clock. That's VE3IMW VA3 Bravo Kilowatt, and he'll be on at 8 p.m. on 7.100 for the Hamilton Amateur Radio Club HF net. That'll be after Marty finishes up his 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock on the NCF repeaters. Okay, very good, Bill. Anything else?
No, but I will definitely check in, and it'll be a good test of my antenna. Of course, even hearing Larry locally today, because he worked a pole of contact in front of me, he was really strong here. Larry's like 40 over, and I don't remember him being 40 over with my previous antenna configuration. I was lucky if he was 5x9, so it's definitely working, and again, very appreciative for everyone in the SAM community. So that's it. Chuck, back to you, and let's see who else is there to talk to you about. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, very good, Bill. Hopefully you sound pretty happy with what you got, and so good for you. I'm glad you got that done. All right, let's bring in Noel, VE3 Kilo Delta Tango.
Hi, Jack. Can you come back to me or take me live? I'm just trying to finish putting up my antenna right now.
Absolutely. Yeah, so you're busy. We'll get back to you. And with that, let's bring in Mark, Victor Alpha 3, Mike Hotel Victor. What's new, Mark? What's happening?
Good evening, Chuck, and everyone on net and on the stream. Not too much, Chuck. Not much to report here. It was a day home today, so I did try a little radio. The stations I could hear were few and far between, unfortunately. So, Roger, QSL to Bill's comments on the conditions. Not fantastic. So, I could hardly hear anybody, just the odd guy faintly. Glad to hear that Chris and Bill got his antenna erected. That's nice. That's good. He's been waiting a while for that, so I'm glad it's up and running. That's about all I got, Chuck. I'll just be listening along here and enjoying the net, and I'll let you. I doubt Noel's ready yet, so see if anyone else wants to check in and say hello. Back to you, Chuck.
All right, Mark. Sounds like you got the 12-year-old in Mac activated with your keyword erection there. And so, but that's to be expected. All right, Mark, very good. Sounding good into the repeater tonight. And yeah, tell you, the conditions were good on the weekend, and then all of a sudden took a crap today. But I did post a video on the AREG Facebook page, and for those who don't know, if you go to Facebook, there is an AREG private group. Just type in A-REG, and it'll come up 146430 megahertz, and you'll know you're at the right place there. But I did post a video from the Space Weather Lady, and it's good information. It lets you know what to expect, and you get visuals. And she's not that bad to look at. Anyways, Mark, anything else?
No, that's what all I got for tonight, Chuck. I'm just glad to hear the repeater's working again, and Bill's got his antenna up. I won't use the E word, and I'll be listening along.
All right, very good. Mark, thanks for your check-in, sir. All right, let's see who else is out there would like to check in here on the Monday night accidental net on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. This is VA3 CJZ.
VA3 DCS.
VA3IMT. All right, two more there, DCS and VA3 DCS Dave. Come on in.
Well, good evening, Chuck, and everybody else who has already checked in and those following. Yeah, real busy day at work. It was unbelievable. Just I got pretty much nothing done out of everything I had to do. So, yeah, after a 3-day week last week, and it's starting a full week with craziness. I just couldn't believe it.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. So you take public transit, right?
No, I take a private transit automobile.
Must be the other fella that takes transit. Bill, I think it is. Yeah, okay. I was just going to mention that the government announces October 27th opening of the Confederation Go Station in Hamilton, and that's located by the Walmart Supercenter by the QEW, and it's going to open October 27th to and from Niagara Falls. So it's going to be a big deal there. And yeah, it's been a while since I've taken GO train, but I know they had one down at the Bayfront, I think. I don't know what it's called, but anyways, it's about time we get caught up with the times. You know, I looked up the first bullet train. Now, the word bullet train is associated with Japan. Other countries have high-speed rail, but the bullet train in itself went into operation in 1964. And we don't even have one here in the entire country. So let's hope we get caught up soon. Back to you, Dave.
Yes, I saw a little clip on the station down the Sturdy Creek for that time period opening, and didn't they announce not a bullet train, but more of a high-speed rail from Toronto to Montreal? Toronto to someplace more east. I don't remember where it was. Montreal, Quebec City. I doubt Quebec City. Probably Montreal, which was supposed to be, I don't know when that was scheduled for. I just remember hearing something about it.
I do. Now you're making me think. I also heard a story about that. That must be one of those new projects that'll be shoveled in the ground in 5 years and take another 10 or whatever to build there. But definitely, I remember driving my car from Ottawa to Montreal in just over an hour. And that was going at 105 miles an hour, which is about 160 kilometers or better the whole way. But that was back in my younger, crazy days.
Oh, those crazy, or let's see, lazy, hazy, crazy days of summer, was it? Something like that. Yeah, well, roads were narrower, weren't as many vehicles on the road at that time, and yeah, travel was much easier. I remember before 6 Highway got so busy, being able to actually go to the end of York Road where there was a stop sign and making a left turn to head north up the hill without any issue.
Yeah, and now, you know, a large percentage of the population own 2 or more vehicles, which is causing problems on the roads. Everybody's driving, and yeah, it gets quite congested easily. So I heard that Doug Ford was going to scrap the speed cameras but he was going to still use them for surveillance, just not give speeding tickets out anymore, but use them for surveillance. But try convince the general population that it's just going to be used for that. I think they're still going to get cut down. I don't know.
Oh, absolutely. It'll be knocked down, cut down, run over. Surveillance. Facial recognition. Here we go.
Yeah. Well, anyways, Dave, thank you so much for checking in. Hopefully, you're able to relieve some of that stress while you're playing and listening radio. And I do have Steve waiting on the line there behind you. And so, do you got anything else for us?
No words of wisdom and no wisdom here. So pick them up. And I won't say the word.
Well, you wouldn't be saying up, Chuck. Pick 'em up, Chuck. Well, yeah, you could. Well, there you go. I said it for you. Thanks, Dave. Do appreciate it, sir. Have a great rest of the evening. And so let's bring in Steve, Victor Alpha 3, November Foxtrot Golf.
VA3CJ, you said VA3NFG on the portable. Good evening, all. On net here. Are we streaming? I don't even know if we're streaming. Not sure if we stream this one, but anyway, if we are, good evening to all those that are tuned in. Nothing going on here, Chuck. It's almost it is a fall day. Are we technically in fall yet? I don't know. But, the typical yard work, cut the grass, rake back the weeds, and do the weekly duty there. That's about it there, Chuck. Just gonna chill the rest of the evening there, and not sure what I'm gonna do. There's no conditions. Maybe conditions might change. They always seem to get better in the evening, but I haven't turned the radio on yet to know. So maybe we'll have a listen, see what's going on. Anyway, that's it there, Chuck. Send it back to you. See who else you can pick up there, buddy. VA3CJZ, VA3NFG.
Yeah, okay, Steve. Well, first of all, the live stream is up. So if you wanted to listen to yourself, you could go onto the live stream there and hear your audio. It's quite noisy coming into the repeater, but you didn't drop. So that's good. I'm wondering if you can get in on the A-reg frequency there on my crossband, or I'm too far east of you because my 2-meter beam is pointed east. But for some people it does work. But you're holding the repeater anyways, but it was noisy. Just thought I'd let you know.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, I expected so. I expected it to be a little bit noisy. However, I am on high power. Whatever that is. I don't know if that's 6 or 7 watts or 10 watts on 70 centimeter FM. But anyway, okay, yeah, maybe I will try that, try your crossband afterwards and see how that's working for me. All right, Chuck, thanks for doing the net, buddy. VA3CJZ, VA3NFG.
All right, Steve, and don't forget, Rick BK will be on 7.100 tonight at 8 p.m. and see how the conditions are then. So if you can hear him, I mean, you got a great location there. You should be able to boom in to his station as well as mine. But it's totally up to you. Usually conditions might start off rough for the first couple of minutes, but it seems like as you go, past 8 o'clock, it clears up. 40 meters is usually quite decent in the evening time. But you never know. We'll have to wait and see. Thanks for your check-in, Steve. We'll talk to you in a bit, and I'll be standing by for any other check-ins for tonight's Accidental Net. This is VA3 CJZ.
VA3IUK comment.
Absolutely, VE3IUK. Go ahead.
Yeah, Chuck, I was just sitting here racking my brain. It seems to me I remember our former Prime Minister announcing, when was that thing, back in February? I'm trying to remember, about a consortium that was going to work together to build the high-speed rail, but there was no particular date set for it. So I remember that. I remember something about that back in the winter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there were no investors that were really committed, I think. But apparently, Carney says they're going to be fast-tracking with this new law. They'll be able to fast-track big projects. So keep your fingers crossed, right?
Yeah, roger to that, Chuck. Okay, just thought I'd throw that in there. Thanks a lot, Chuck.
Absolutely. If anyone has any announcements they'd like to make, or any comments, questions, or check-ins for tonight's net, please come now.
VA3WPG, San Antonio.
Okay, I heard VA3WPG, and you doubled with someone who I think said one and done. Who is that station?
V3CDC, I didn't get it done in time.
Oh, okay. No worries, Noel. You go ahead and keep working, and you're in the log nonetheless. No problem, my friend. All right, so let's bring in Chris and VA3WPG, the man of the hour.
Good evening, everybody. VA3WPG was just laying down on the couch. I guess, yeah, it was a nice toasty one today. The closing matches the music, and kind of toasty out there when you're all in black today. But other than that, yeah, it's all working good. Was just laying down on the couch listening to the beginning of the net. Got up here to drop a check in, and probably going to be heading to bed. Not too much longer. I kind of follow the sunlight in the winter. So, yeah, here's just another check-in for your account there.
All right, Chris. Well, thank you so much for your check-in. Much appreciated. You're number 8 tonight. And yes, full sunshine, no clouds. It's toasty. Even though it was in the low to maybe mid-20s, I'm not sure how warm it got there, but I was able to put up a what do you call that? A beach umbrella. It's not as wide as my patio umbrella, but that one got wasted in one big gust of wind, so I still haven't repaired that. But at least now, when I step out into the back deck, it's not scorching hot. I can get underneath the beach umbrella, so it's working.
Yeah, I remember you were saying that before. It was the wood one or something, yeah?
Yeah, everything is made out of wood on it there, so I really don't want to get rid of it. So just gotta fix it one day.
All right, well, I will send that back to you for now. I've got another good yawn coming on here, so everybody have a good evening and have a good one. VA3WPG 73. I'll catch you on next one.
All right, Chris. Thank you very much for your check-in once again. And so that clears my list. Let's see who else is out there would like to check into the Monday night Accidental Net on behalf of the Lake Ontario Radio Club. This is VA3 CJZ. to give out last call for alcohol. VA3CJZ.
You can take me on the portable if you want.
Ooh, sounding good on the portable there, Noel. Come on back.
VA3 good evening, sir. Yeah, I'm just out here. I had a little bit of extra wood and kind of doing some MacGyvering things, so I doubled the length of my antenna mast, but I'm still in the process of sealing it, wrapping it in a rubber tape and electrical, and I just put my electrical tape down somewhere, and I don't remember where I put it now, so yeah, all is good, but I'm probably another 20-30 minutes away from it being all set up, but it looks like it's going to be above my house line at this point, so I'm a little excited.
All right, well, first, tell me you're not using a hockey stick.
It's just two 2x4s and a whole bunch of screws and MacGyvery. It looks pretty redneck. I have a better solution coming, but this is what I'm doing for tonight.
All right. I've got a G5RV Junior that's up using PVC pipe. And so, you can only fit so much of a length in your car. But all you need is to get one of those connectors, a little bit of glue, and you can put two of them together and make it nice and tall. And they're pretty sturdy. Some of I think it's the white PVC. I think it's for gas. I'm not sure, but they're pretty thick walled, so I haven't had any issues with it. So, anyways, yeah, good luck with your erection.
Well, I am getting older, so anytime I can get it up, it's a good day. I was actually eyeballing found a 24-foot flagpole that's extendable, telescopic, and it's by some company in the States that apparently everyone knows because they like their flags. But yeah, that's what I think $70 or something for the thing. So just debating whether to pull the trigger on that, but looking at a couple different telescopic options to get my 2 meter 70 centimeter antenna up there.
Yes, the old telescopic. Geez, now they've got, graphite. They've got these special fancy names for these telescoping poles that they can charge you an arm and a leg for. But if you shop around, you can get a decent one at a decent price.
Yeah, exactly. There's a carbon fiber one actually I should say that, but it was I think $80 or $90 for 14 foot, and that does me no good. But it would have had nice bragging rights.
Yeah. Well, yeah. A lot of people, they like to show off the logo and things like that. It's like with these studio microphones and, myself being a streamer for the A-Reg there, and you want it to look nice. So, like you said, bragging rights, right?
Oh, absolutely. But for it looking pretty, that's never been a big priority of mine. If it's ugly and it works, that's all that matters.
If she ugly, no, okay. Very good, Noel. Well, thanks for coming back. And your handy-talkie is hitting the repeater very nicely. And so no noise with you. Thanks again for your check-in there, Noel. Anything else?
No, that's about it. That's just been my only project, so I will take a night, or I'll listen along and throw back to you.
All right. And sunset was at 7:04 p.m. tonight. And you're going to be losing minutes as we go. minimum wage is going up in 2 days. If that affects you or someone you know, it's going up from $17.20 to $17.60 starting Wednesday, October 1st. And what else? Oh yeah, we finally busted someone smuggling weapons into Canada. The CBSA seized 48 firearms and 17,000 ammunition rounds. So I did the math, and that's 354 bullets per 48 firearms. So I divided 17K from 48 and got 354. So good for them. We don't need those guns coming in here. Anyways, I want to thank everyone. Unless there's any last-minute check-ins, please come now.
That's a nice catch, and definitely a couple shootings that are not going to be happening now.
Absolutely. And I got that info off of the CH webpage from earlier today, as Mac was making me look for that black smoke. I don't know if anybody else noticed that in the city today. I guess there was a big fire there down by Lock Street. And yeah, it was a house fire. All right, well, tonight I count 8 check-ins. I want to thank everyone who checked in tonight to the Accidental Net for the Lake Ontario Radio Club. And thank you, Mac, for streaming the net on YouTube. Greatly appreciated, as well as the use of this fine repeater from VA3IMW Terry. With that, I'll say thank you again, and so long for now. Be safe and be kind to one another. This is VA3 CJZ saying 7-3, all.
That's how we say goodbye.